So I want to be fully transparent with you guys. I took a loss. And you know, the most frustrating part is that the setup was actually valid, like genuinely valid. You know, the idea was right, the direction was right. So at first glance, there was actually nothing wrong with the trade, but I still lost. I still took an L. And then not long after, that setup, same pair, same area, same idea, same everything, it worked out. It went on to go into TP. So what was the difference here? What changed? And it's just one thing, just one, and that is timing. More specifically, kill zone timing. So shout out to ICT for that one. If you've ever been in a situation where your analysis was spot on and the trade still went against you, it still took you out and then delivered in your direction that you anticipated for, I'll explain why that happens. So let's get into it. All right, so here we are on the charts for EU. And I'm actually going to take it back to just before we get into London Open Kill Zone. Now, based on ICT kill zone timings, we should know that London Open Kill Zone, which is what this stands for, is basically 2 till 5 a.m. Again, this is, by the way, all New York time. New York Open Kill Zone is then that 7 till 10 a.m. window, okay? I'm going to keep this up here so you guys can see. And we're here on Wednesday the 18th. So let's get into it. We have already gone over one trade, which is actually from a previous Hana Forex Future video. So definitely go check that out. But what we're going to do is we're going to continue on. And I want to take you and bring your attention into what's happening right now. Okay. So for those who don't know my strategy, the entry pattern, and remember that there is a process, there's a framework for how I look at the markets, and one part of it is the entry. Okay, entry is not the first thing. There's a lot of things that I look at beforehand, which is again is a step-by-step process, but when it comes to the actual entry, what I'm really looking for here is a sweep, a break, and then a retest into value. Okay, so something like this. Okay, so you have your sweep, you have your break, and a retest into value. So let's go and find that here. We have a sweep. We also then have a break. And so far everything's looking great, right? Sweep, break. And for those who know ICT, I'm using the ICT OTE. We're on the M15 time frame. You can also see that these values, this fib settings, which by the way is all it is 6.2 and 7.9. It also coincides with sort of this order block, okay? So to keep things clean, not too much lipstick on my charts, we'll just use an OTE value, okay? Let's just say here, let's assume, let's just make this a little bit smaller. We cover the highs around 9 pips to this low around 1.9. Let's just say we're targeting 2R at this point, okay? So it's around the swing low. Boom. That could be a solid entry. Sweep, a break, and let's just play price forward and see what happens. Price comes a little bit lower, so you know what I usually do is I could even extend it. Doesn't really matter at this point. It's kind of like the midpoint of the OTE. No big deal. Okay, price is doing its thing. And then at this point, I am triggered into this entry. Triggered into this entry. Feeling hopeful, right? We got the big push down, etc., etc. And boom, we're taken out for 1%, and looks like price took us out for 1% and then completely pushed to the downside. So it's not to say that the direction was wrong, drawn liquidity was wrong. Remember how I said entry was kind of like one part? Let's just say it's part 4, part 1 to 3 still looks like it could play out, that it could still play it to the downside. What happened, you know? Sweep, break, retest, it should have played out. That's where I want to talk about timing, okay? Timing, kill zone timing. So what I'm going to do is we're going to bring it back to around this point. Now, there's a bit of a divide here. Kill zone timings are great to align entries with to increase chance and probability. The second part of that, the other half, is it just increases risk, okay? So it doesn't mean you should not take a trade all the time. There's going to be also many times where you can get involved just slightly outside of the window and it still plays out. But you got to understand that increases the risk. So I think this trade was very much valid. I did take this trade. I actually took a reduced risk loss on this because I understand that there was an increased risk for me being outside of the kill zone timings. I was then a little bit more aggressive when it came to my management. So when I was triggered in, I did drop down to the M5 to personally refine the moment we started to break this low over here, and we couldn't break it with intention. We couldn't break it with a body close. Said price was struggling. So at that point, when I moved my stop loss to over here, to around 0.5%, that's actually where I got taken out. So that's just another thing that I wanted to point out. But now let's actually draw out where London open kill zone is, 2 to 5. And I just want to show you guys this a little bit more in depth. And we're going to do it like this. I'm going to manually write it out. So let's do this. All right, so let's run through this, okay? I've now personally manually just decided to add the boxes in. Of course, if you wanted, you can use an indicator to do that. It doesn't really matter. But let's take a look at kind of time and price hit, right? So timing is one thing, price is another. We understand that we had the sweep break retest on the M15. However, if we just bring it back, my entry was just a little bit outside of these windows. So that increases risk because likely if we've taken out, let's say, Asia range lows, which is over here, or even this low over here, price then is looking for further liquidity to then deliver in the opposing side. So again, this is all things that we talk about in Live Club, but really this is just mostly about timing. A trade outside of these windows was more risky. So therefore, when I took my trade over here, I'm not surprised as much that we had a little bit more of, again, like I said, risk. So at this point, we're now entering New York open kill zone, and the fact that we've now had this sweep of London open kill zone highs, that should then create more of a alert system to me to be like, okay, this is solid. So the actual better entry, let's just refine this on the M5, is if I was to take this, so we've got a breaker structure over here, which actually technically the true breaker structure is over here, but just for chart hygiene, we'll do it over here. Let's say you're taking OTE. Now bear in mind, marking out this trade, we are actually now within kill zone timing here. We're within kill zone timing. We've passed that 7 a.m. period. At this point, it's coming into around 8. So let's just say we're taking this entry over here. This was personally a trade that I missed. However, this one was solid. So let's just say 10 pips to London open kill zone lows, 2.8. So let's just say we're keeping it simple, yada, yada, yada. And you can now see price truly respecting sort of our entry area. We're not much in drawdown. You know, at this point, you can either think to yourself, since price is rapidly pushing to the downside, we can even then begin to target, let's say, the lows resting below over here. And I think price pretty much continues quite a bit. So ideally, you know, you can cap it from 4.2%, or yeah, you just begin to trail accordingly based on structure, let's say. So if you're trailing up here, you know, price would go back down, and then you just naturally trail. You can see to previous day low, 8%. So again, this is actually pretty much a very solid entry, very much solid for both ends. There was multiple trade opportunities for this day. We had the London open kill zone sell. We had a sell opportunity, which was valid, more risky, because there are times when price won't always sweep, but in this scenario it did. However, it still provided an entry. So 1, 2, 3 entries, main delivery happening in New York open kill zone. And we also saw how I got involved in the London open kill zone shorts in the previous video. So again, it is the same setup. If I just quickly run through again, cleaning it up, same setups, right? we have a sweep over here, and we have a sweep over here. We have a break over here, and we have a break over here. Just slight differences. It's a lot cleaner on the M5. So this would be the M15 break for those M15 traders. On the M5, you can see the break is over here. Retest into value. On the M15 over as well. Retest into value. This one ended up in a loss. Doesn't mean it was completely wrong. Just meant that in this specific day, this specific scenario, price manipulated, took out the buy side to then move from up here, this level, to then this lower level. So again, that is pretty much how you're gonna have the same setup, but two different outcomes, and the only difference being timing at this point. And then obviously the side note here is also the reason for that just being needing further liquidity to then deliver price to its intended direction. So yeah, that is pretty much the thing about timing that no one really talks about enough. You can have the right idea, the right direction, the correct entry model, or solid entry model, and still take an L, and that's fine. And it's not because you're wrong, but because potentially you could be quite early or just in the wrong timing. And in trading, coming in early or being late, you know, the wrong timing and wrong, they look the same in your trading account, right? You could still take that L. Kill zones exist for a reason. You know, if you are trading ICT kill zone timings, New York open kill zone, London open kill zones, you know, the market moves with intention at a specific time, and understanding the risk increases when you're taking entries outside of those windows. And once you can learn to grasp that, understand it, and see it for yourself, things will begin to click a lot more. So the thing is, you can have, again, that solid understanding of what you think so far, but then your results are not matching it. So that is exactly what I've designed Life Club to help other traders out with. So if it sounds like something you are interested to learn more about, then click the link below and you can apply. There's a video there to also guide you through it. But if not, then I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. God bless.